it's you! Oh, I can't thank you enough for rescuing my dear Isco. He often speaks of the bravery you showed. You have my undying gratitude.
Hello, Mrs. Rabe. How is Mr. Rabe doing?
He's resting at the moment, but seems to be in good spirits.
He's lucky I found him in time.
We both are. If I'd known what you were planning, well, let's just say I'm desperately glad you're all right. Rookwood's criminals aren't to be trifled with. Promise me you'll stay safe. Your bravery is to be admired, but taking unnecessary risks, well...
Don't worry, Mrs. Rabe. I can take care of myself.
Yes, I believe you can. Thank you again, for everything.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
You as well. What can I help you with?
I hear there's a goblin mine near here. Have you ever seen it?
I've been near it, but never in it. I could likely find some valuable beast products, but it's not worth the risk. Ranrock's loyalists are not ones to be messed with.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Thank you for your patronage. Glad you were able to stop by.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You made it!
I take it this means you had some luck at the library.
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive, especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumor was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumor, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Revelio. Revelio.
It's another aggressive one!
Lumos.
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 Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Voipers' song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Confringo! Lumos.
Lumos. Lumos. If the moonstone is here and so are Voipers, I wonder if it's being protected. Why am I not surprised? First the Voipers and now this. We need to find moths for those spirits.
Lumos.
Lumos. Lumos.
Lumos.
Lumos. Lumos.
Revelio.
another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across. Lumos!
Revelio. Lumos.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos.
You did it!
Revelio.
I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this.
Ringo! Ringo!
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind. Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it. Given what swoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them. We found it! It's like staring directly at the moon. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Revelio. Revelio. Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your Gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes. Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night the night I met Highwing, actually,
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin, I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
Poppy, you're only one person. You can't save them all.
I can try, and I've had a bit of help so far. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving the dragon from the fighting ring, for instance?
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there. Acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
That sounds a fine idea, but I would like to look around a little before we leave.
Of course. I'll just wait here and try not to fall asleep.
Revelio. I I suppose it is rather late, isn't it?
We can head back to the castle if you've seen enough mooncalves one day.
Yeah. Yes, please. I'm ready to leave if you are. No sign of Lodgok out here. He must be inside already. Look at the size of this.
Something seems wrong.
Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
This place is teeming with Ranrock's loyalists. I have to keep my wits about me.
Who's that?
This cart ought to get me deeper into the mine. Just like Gringotts, but I'm in the driver's seat this time.
Something seems wrong.
How deep will this take me?
Ranrock's gonna be pleased with our progress.
Who was on that car? Enjoy.
Lend me a hand with this part, will you?
That has to be the end up ahead. Revelio. Incendio.
Afraid to fight. I've got my family working the mine for one time or other.
Incendio.
Someone there?
An intruder!
Revelio.
Revelio.
What's keeping us from fighting?
By the effect they are that in years. No, I mean, we must leave to it until next week.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us.
What's going on out there?
Ranrock is here. I only hope Lodgok doesn't cross paths with him.
Andrea! And you survive our
How nice. Stop.
Where does this one lead? The distant path, I suspect.
Kiss me.
I feel a bit.
Ranrock has fooled you all to your demise. Revelio. I'd better light these boilers if I want to go any further. I hope I can get to Ranrock before Lodgok does.
Another drill is complete. The wizarding world will crumble.
I can end this right now. I have to destroy the drill and stop Ranrock's loyalists.
If only I could get my hands on the thing for that.
Lucas, to tell us. That was a close one. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio. I have to find a way to stop that drill. Confringo!
That is unfortunate. No matter, we will build another.
I found this one lurking outside.
Lord Gok, come to make amends, little brother.
I came to stop this.
What is this you've brought me? It cannot be. All this time, you knew. You knew where it was. No.
Are you all right?
I will never understand you, Lord Gok. So gullible. That witch did not consider you an equal. She, like all wizard kind, sought only to use you.
You're wrong, Ranrock.
The young ones are especially deceitful. They are taught to hide their disgust for us, as they exploit us.
Astonishing that our ancestors ever trusted each other.
All this time, looking everywhere for the final repository, searching in vain for Bragbor's last journal. Wasted my time, chasing a child. And my little brother knew where it was all along. But now, I don't need you. I don't need any of you.
I was bringing it to you.
You are a traitor to our kind! Abracadabra!
Dead by his brother's hand. No wonder he tried so hard to reason with him. Now to get out of this blasted place. I'll send word to Vic to meet me in the map chamber. He and the Keepers need to know Ranrock has that journal and knows where the final repository is.
I was worried transfiguration would be too difficult, but it turns out I have a knack for switching spells. Mother says it's my indecisive nature. You can't believe a word she says.
It's true. It's a wonder she's not claiming the Muggle Prime Minister's her relative.
What I don't understand is, if you're so interested in Muggle sporting activities, why on earth come here?
And 1 minute she's saying her uncle invented cricket, and the next she's saying she's a pureblood. I'm very sorry, but you can't be both. I'd like to see a pureblood have anything to do with cricket.
Let alone claim they're related to the person who invented it. No, I'm afraid she's a proper little liar.
Who did invent cricket then?
What?
Who invented cricket? I'm curious.
Good job there's no Slytherins about hearing you say that. How should I know who invented cricket?
I know a little about Muggle sports,
Oh?
but I don't know who invented cricket.
Well, that's not much good then, is it? Do you want to know any other things?
About what?
Muggle sports.
Oh, you're interested in them too then?
Oh, that makes 3 of us.
What? No, it doesn't. I'm not interested in Muggle sports. Not at all. Why are we talking about this?
Bet you don't know who invented cricket. Personally, I think there's a chance it was her uncle.
My brother caused a lot of trouble in Professor Weasley's class when he was at school. He'd idly wave his wand whilst daydreaming and transfigure someone's book into a beetle.
I still can't manage to transfigure a match into a needle without catching it on fire.
Do you think it's painful to be in a half-transfigured state?
Professor Weasley's easily my favourite. Her wand work is exquisite.
Everyone knows you can't conjure food. Haven't you heard of Gamp's Law?